Okay, basically the boat, we just stopped it. I'm using the bow mount to control me from going in and out so I don't get too close to the bank. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast upstream as far as I can cast it. Got an 1/8 ounce jig today on there. We're moving about 1.2, 1.4. We're in about 6 to 12 feet of water. I'm gonna set this rod down, grab my other rod, same thing, using a slow poke jig, 1/8 ounce. Got a weed guard on there because there's a few more snags where we're fishing now. Some timber, and a lot of times them fish will lay right in the timber right there. The key is that you want that jig to drag the bottom, but you don't want it grinding the bottom. So you just want it skipping the bottom. You can either lay the rods down or you can hold on to them. And the big thing is, do not shift the rod left to right or really jig it. Just kind of hang on to it and wait for the feel of that fish to grab it. And I think the biggest mistake people make when they're dragging in a river like this is that they set the hook too soon. I typically let the fish like pull on it. I call it a surge, at least 6 to 8 times before I set the hook on it. The other mistake that people make so many times is that they think they're getting snagged and they pull the rod forward to try to pull it out of the snag. And really that's the walleye grabbing it. So you definitely do not want to touch that rod. Even if it is a snag, just let the natural movement of the boat and the current pull you through, because a lot of times it'll actually pull itself free. Like right now, that was a snag. That's the other key part about using a weedless. You don't want to quick pull the rod forward, because what it does, it actually pushes the bristles of the weed guard down. So just naturally let it flow through. Hey, I'll tell you, here's a really good tip too. I hate when my rods are all tangled together, and a lot of times I won't use the sleeves. Is basically I'll just wrap them like this. It's super simple, about 6 wraps on them. You can put as many rods as you want together, and very seldom do they get tangled.